Boy, I hope I'm doing this right. This is always the fun part when I'm not sure if I'm right or not. I don't see any picture on here. Hello. Alright, it says I've got a good connection. And that is good, because I need a good connection. And I will wait to see if anyone pops in to say hello. And if they do pop in to say hello, you can let me know if you can hear me. Oh yeah, there's a handful of people that are popping in. Cool. Howdy. Video looks okay, sounds okay, all the normal questions everybody asks. Volume is low. Alright. I wonder if I can fix that. Does that make it any better? Move this microphone up here. The last time we did this, the mic audio was bad, so I'm actually using an external mic. Hello, hello. Yes, we can. Hear you fine. Hello. From Maine. Okay, nice. It's late out there. You're still awake. Hello. All right, I'm gonna go close this door over here. So yeah, I'm literally just out in the shop, and I felt like being out in the shop, and I thought I should go ahead and stream a little video while we're out here. Let me see if I can move some stuff around so you can see, and I will briefly explain what boring thing I'm doing out here. Hello from Australia. Nice. I think that's what it says. It's going by pretty fast. Sorry about that. Almost 11 p.m. here in Kentucky. Hello, Kentucky. Yes. Are you working on any new projects? I am. I'm always working on something new. But this is actually something for a friend. So they asked me to make a board game for them. The game is called Pegs and Jokers, which is, I guess, something that's from the... got popularized in the RV community, and it's a board game now. It's pretty popular, but there's no company, I guess, that makes them, and so they're basically made DIY. And so I went ahead and cut and engraved the boards on the laser, and then I bought some acrylic rods from the plastic store, which are really fun. And they're supposed to fit, they're all supposed to be a 1/4 inch. I bought 6 different rods, so you have 6 different colors. And they're all supposed to be a 1/4 inch, but some of them fit in the 1/4 inch holes and some of them don't, which is super funny. So in order to fix that, I'm literally just gonna sand and polish each one of them individually. And so it's really easy work. There's not much to it, but as I said, I figured I'd be out here doing something, and why not hang out, see what everybody else is up to. And this is just this is just 400 grit, and it's we're literally just taking down enough for each one of these pegs to fit nicely in the board. Very dark and cold in the UK. Yeah, that makes sense. That's kind of what you guys are known for, right? What part of the UK are you from? And then we'll just put a little wax on each one of them. And then I need to finish one. Playing Cyberpunk. That's cool. I haven't checked that one out yet. I I just finished the new Bethesda one. I can't think of what it's called. I played that, and I played Baldur's Gate 3, which wasn't a huge fan of that. How did you like Cyberpunk? I know it was super glitchy when it came out. Hopefully it got better. That's right. Oh, I was reading the comments instead of watching what I was doing. I got my rod in crooked. So, 5 times 6. There's only 30 of these, thankfully, so it's not a huge deal. And they don't need to be changed that much in diameter. It's just a tiny amount. We'll see if that's enough. Now we got to test it. Okay, cool. That one fits. You know what? I'll just leave this out. That's the way to do it. I'll just put the pegs in there. One done. Let's do a red one. I think the red ones are the worst. Let me check. Yeah, the red ones don't fit at all. I guess I should do it so you guys can actually see. Red ones, you have to really push to make those go in. And then, no, don't fall. And then the yellow ones are perfect. But these were all cut on the laser, so they've got a little bit of, oh, I don't know. It just needs to be a little cleaned up on the end. So regardless of what color, they all need a little bit of cleaning up. But I think the red and the blue are the two that fit. Don't fit. Oh, the blue's actually not so bad. Starlink. No, that's not right. Detroit is a freaking blizzard. Oh, man. I have been out to Detroit I got friends that live in, well, they used to live in Livonia, and now they live in Westland. And I've been out to Detroit in winter, in autumn, and in summer. And I have to tell you, Mr. California is not a fan of your winters. Detroit winters are not something I was at all ready for. At all. It is flipping cold out there. And we got, I don't know if it was a blizzard, but it was enough snow that we couldn't leave the house that night. So, yeah, I don't live in an area where there's any snow, like none. Like it never snows in my town. And so to have to go out at like 2 a.m. and shovel your driveway, didn't even sound like a real thing. Detroit's beautiful though. I mean, Michigan's beautiful, and the part that my friends are in is actually really pretty. But man, I'm not a fan of the cold. Long-time watcher from Brazil. It's really hot down here. Are you? I have a close friend of mine that grew up in São Paulo. What part of Brazil are you from? That's right, you're in the middle of summer down there. That's super cool. 8 inches of snow here in Wichita. There's a really good donut shop in Wichita. I can't remember the name of it, but they have like Doctor Who donuts, and they do lots of good themed donuts. What is the name of that place? Have you ever been? It was Wichita. I don't think that's the name of it though. Michigan weather is an adventure for sure. Wyoming, Toronto. I've never been to Toronto. That's cool. Yes, you've got to look it up. If you like donuts, you do. If you don't like donuts, then, you know. But it's downtown Wichita, I guess. It's supposed to be really good donuts. Indonesia? Are you serious? Is it tomorrow over there? Costa Rica? Oh, that's awesome. Ooh, we got an international show going on here. That's super cool. Do I ever use bottled water for turning? No. No, I don't. I use bottled water for drinking sometimes. Oh, that's a fun squeak. Did you guys hear that? Sweden? Hello, Sweden. I think I've got some Swedish money in the house still. When we were at Maker Central, somebody gave us some krona, and I guess on one of the bills, the author from Pippi Longstocking was actually featured on the bill. It was funny. I had a connection flight in Iceland once, and we went up to the counter to get some coffee, and it was like a few thousand krona, and I had no idea how much it was going to be, and so I pulled out the credit card. It was like $4 US, but the transfer rate at the time, it was 2018 when we were there, and they had just had some sort of political issues in Iceland, and so I think the bill was like 7,000 krona, which ended up being like $4. So kind of a risky move at the moment. I really want some coffee. I don't care how many krona it is. Hello, Wales. Wow. Is it early there or late? It's got to be early. Oh, I totally messed that up. Watch your fingers. I know I should be paying attention, but I'm not. I'm also screwing up my friend's project. Hopefully he doesn't find out. Should be paying attention to it. Like 4 a.m.? 4 a.m. And that's Wales, I think. 4 a.m. in Wales. You're up way too early. Good for you. And 4 a.m. and you... Did you see that? Anybody... Darn it. It's totally gone. That's totally gone. I gotta go find that piece. Oh. I got it. Oh, wow. Thank you, Finite Chaos. I really appreciate that. You don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. All right. Hey, and it fits. Good. Fits in the piece. So that's all I have to do now is polish one side and then drop it on the ground. I've got 3 done. Darn it. I got 3 done. I've only got 27 left to do. Not working your way up with the micro mesh. No, Tim, I'm just hitting these little things with 400 grit sandpaper, and then I'm giving them a quick shine with the Yorkshire grit, and it's working okay. It's not as pretty as it's not as pretty as micro mesh, but it's a little faster. Yeah, so it's kind of a fun game. It's called Pegs and Jokers, and it's basically Sorry, the game Sorry, if you've ever played that. But you just play with a standard deck of playing cards. So, not bad. It's nothing. It's more fun for me to make than the game was to play. I didn't realize how much I enjoyed making. The truth is, the laser's super addicting. Like, I'm always looking for something to do with the laser. I released a short today of a old mechanical Christmas decoration that I fixed for my friend Ryan. And I use the laser to fix it. It's just fun. It's just a fun thing to do. But when it cuts through wood, it actually smokes really bad. I've got an exhaust that goes out. I open up the garage door and I've got an exhaust pipe that goes out into the front yard. But it still looks like campfire. And so you basically have got campfire coming out of the end of the the garage. And here in California, specifically in Sonoma County, where we've had like 5 massive wildfires, I kind of freak out my neighbors sometimes. They have to come by and make sure that I'm not, the whole shop's not on fire. What is the white thing spinning? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a good question. What is the white thing spinning? So this is just a piece of plastic. It's actually from a milk carton. So what happens is when you put a chuck on the lathe, right? If you don't have this little spacer in here, like right now, it has room to keep going. And if I was to turn on the lathe, you see that? The chuck actually spins the last little bit of threads and forces itself on. So if that little piece of plastic isn't there, it'll actually get such good force that it'll lock itself on. And it'll get really hard to get off. And so just this tiny little bit of plastic, which again is just from a milk carton, prevents it from doing that. I'm sure there's some machinist that could tell me what the term is. I don't know what the term is, but it grabs on the threads and catches. And so this prevents it. But sometimes it does kind of like bounce around and it's sort of distracting. So yeah, so sorry about that. That's what that is. And you can actually buy these on wood-turning specialty stores for like $5. So, which is hilarious. Or you could just cut a ring out of a milk carton and do the same thing. Wood-turning catalogs are amazing. The joke is that they should just give away the lathe for free because of all the stuff that you can buy, all the accessories for your lathe that you can buy. That's where the real money is. Just a washer. Yeah, exactly. It's just a washer. With a long explanation. I am sanding pegs for a board game that don't quite fit into the board game. And so I have to sand 30 tiny game piece pegs by hand. And since I have to sand 30 tiny game piece pegs by hand, why not do it with all of y'all? With y'all? I don't know, I'm trying my southern. Why don't I do it with you all? Californians, we don't have a really cool accent. We don't say really cool things. The only thing that we're attributed with saying, which is dude, isn't something that many Californians actually say anymore. Like I will dude every once in a while. When something crazy happens, I will drop a dude, but it's pretty rare. So yeah, we don't get any cool sayings like the Southerners get. Canadians get cool sayings, but yeah, Californians pretty boring where it comes to our accent. All right, and I got to check each one of these in the board. Another one fits. That's 5. dump it out enough. It's 5 done. Nice work, everybody. Oops, that's too much. We're up to 5. Hella, California. I never hear anybody say hella. Gnarly sands. What's the worst accident you had in the shop? Wow. That doesn't sound like fun. Yeah, okay, I did one time, but nothing bad. Before I get started, I've never had any bad accidents in the shop. I'm one of those people that was raised by a mother that basically told me every single place I could fall and hurt myself, and so I was terrified of doing anything stupid. So I actually didn't hurt myself very much, but I did have some kickback at the table saw once, and that's super scary when a piece of wood binds between the fence and the blade, and then it comes flying back at you. So yeah, I got a little tiny cut on my thumb from the piece of wood flying up over my shoulder, and I went like this, and the little corner of the wood caught my thumb and left me a little scar. So I actually do have a tiny little scar from that. So that's my worst, that's my worst shop injury, and I hope it will always be my worst shop injury. So yeah, I come out here and I try to be super careful. I'm a computer network guy for a living. Like, I need all of these to do my job, to plug in jacks and type out configs. So really like my fingers. Hit a knot. Yeah, I honestly don't know what happened, but yeah, it scared the tar out of me. I didn't use the table saw for a good week after that. But I'm a big advocate of not using a tool if you're scared of it. And I definitely was scared of it for a little while. But I'm just really cautious now. Really cautious about kickback. So. And this table saw that I've got is from 1950. It actually was manufactured in Michigan in 1950. And it's a I don't care saw. It's like, I don't care if that's a finger or a piece of wood. I'm gonna go right through it. So it's a powerhouse, and there's no safety stuff on it at all. No splitters, no riveters, none of the things that are actually really useful. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, that sounds awful. Sorry about that. I'm really thankful I haven't had any bad injuries. Y'all be safe out in the shop. Dude, be safe in the shop. Oh my gosh. The comment sections are now filled with grisly stories. Look at me, I'm polishing acrylic rods. Oh, you can't actually see it anymore. I'm on to number 6. We're moving right along, man. I have a funny feeling I'm not going to get all these done tonight. When I told Mrs. Brown I was going to go turn on the live, she got real excited. She's like, "Did you get another Choose Your Own Adventure book?" And I did actually get another Choose Your Own Adventure book. So we can totally do that. I'm going to sign up for one of those online services so I can do polls and stuff real soon now. I haven't done it yet, but maybe in December I'm going to do the next Choose Your Own Adventure book. It was just fun last time, but it's been a while. I think that was like May that we did it last. We read through the whole book, which was super fun. I can't remember the person's name, but somebody was a hero and actually did all the tally counting for us. But I think there's a service I can sign up for that I can do quick polls like that, so they don't have to work so hard for me. Hey, Mr. Brown, your videos always make my day. Oh, thank you. From a green to a brown, I appreciate that. How's VMware exploding going for you, Peter? Oh yeah, yeah. If you're in the tech world, there's been a lot of security updates, and yeah, it's you know I feel like we're getting bombarded weekly. I feel like luckily our VM was up past version 7 something, so I think we were okay. I'm mostly the router and switch side guy, so I do touch those things, but it's not my primary duty. I'm working on installing a new core switch, upgrading my 6509 to a 9000 series switch, which should be a lot of fun some weekend in December. Which is why I'm out here in the shop, so I don't have to think about it. I am trying to figure out what project to do next. I did the eggshells. I really want to do some more with the eggshells, but I feel like 2 videos in a row is always a lot. Like I feel like people get fatigued if I do 2 or 3 in a row. I did like 3 of the copper plating videos in a row, and I feel like folks really started to lose interest. I got to keep changing it out. So we did the laser one, and then we did the laser earrings, and then we did the Star Wars clocks, and then I did the Princess Peach, and then I did the dragon. And by the dragon, I think folks were starting to really like lose interest. So I try not to do too many in a row. What have we got? I've been trying to make a bigger project that's been failing. So, but I don't think I'm going to have success before the end of the year. So that'll probably have to be a 2024 project, which kind of sucks. We're doing some projects on Mrs. Brown's party rooms. Those are fun. I don't know, something. I got something going on. Somebody sent me a box of billiard balls, which was kind of neat. I have a giant box of billiard balls that just showed up. Nobody told me they were coming. It just showed up in the mail. And the people at the post office, because I have a post office box, they all, when the box, when we came to pick it up, they all were just like, you got to tell us what's in that, because we've all been trying to figure it out. And we didn't know at the time, so we had to just be honest with them. We'd be like, we have no idea what's in the box. So yeah, there's a bunch of postal workers that are super frustrated that they never got to find out what this giant box was. But here, let me just show you. I got a giant box of billiard balls. Pool balls, or whatever, call them whatever you want. Why can't I get this? I'm too stupid to work a camera. And there's a couple NFL themed ones in there that are pretty neat. You can see there's a Minnesota Vikings. Yeah. So yeah, if you've got any billiard ball ideas, hit me up. If you've got any billiard ball ideas, hit me up, because I could use them. They're really cool. They're like super cool. I'm just not really sure. They'd make really cool bearings, but then you couldn't see them. I don't know. I mean, I've got to try to turn a couple on the lathe. I've got a friend on Facebook down in Texas who I've seen make little boxes out of them, and that kind of sounded like fun. But then I didn't want to steal, his idea. I don't know. Something. I got a lot of them. And whoever sent them to me, thank you very much. And I've still got a ton of the snake shed that we did last year. I want to do some more of the snake shed project. And I want to do more of the gold flake. It's obviously imitation gold flake. It's not real gold flake. I think this is the first year in like 5 years I haven't turned a bowl. on my channel. Like, yeah, we've made a lot of handles this year, but I don't think we've made a bowl. Oh, I mean, that's not billiard ball pull cue handle, gear shift handle. Gotta say, the projects that fail are the best ones. Yeah. So good ideas. Good ideas. All right. Let's do a couple more of these. And I haven't done a lot of wood projects either this year, which I probably should do some more wood projects, just so that they're not all resin. We did the crates in January, and that was fun. I guess some of the laser cut things were out of wood, but I do like copper plating. I've got another peach. Yeah, let me grab that. I'll show you guys that. A lot of times when I'm making a video, I ended up making two of the object, just in case one of them fails. That way I have a backup. And so this was the second peach that I never poured resin into. And you can see, I think, here I'll use me because of my black sweatshirt. You can see how it's already starting. Oh, it's got cobwebs. That's funny. You can see how it's already starting to oxidize. I didn't get the cobweb. It's actually got a really cool look to it. There's a part of me that thinks I should just leave it as is, because I think it looks pretty cool. Oh, hey, Anita. Howdy. Yeah, I don't know. I think it looks pretty neat as it is, just as an object. And while I was over there, I also found this, which I forgot to show you guys. This was super cool. When I was in Michigan, my friend Jeremy took us to a really cool used bookstore in Michigan, in Detroit, called King's. I think it was called King's Used Books. And this is a United States of America Patent Office report from 1860. And these are all the mechanical drawings that were submitted to the U.S. Patent Office in 1860. And I don't know, I just thought it might be pretty cool to find some cool drawings and maybe, you know, try to laser some of these out. Yeah, I'm not sure, but a really cool book. That place is huge. Do you mean King's? It's super huge. What a cool bookstore. I would have stayed in there all day. All right, that's fine. I don't need that. I think I'm all done sanding for now. We got 7 of them done. Let me see if I can move this without it all collapsing on me. Oh. There we go. Okay. I can see the comments over there. Got here, and you're in the Lathe workstation now, so I can't sand anymore, which is perfect. Come to Portland, Pal Cities of Books. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I haven't been. Gonna read Choose Your Own Adventure book again. We were just talking about that. We are. I do have another one. I have another Choose Your Own Adventure book. So hold me to it. Let's do another one in December. I think it'll be super fun. This one's a space theme one, I think. So It looks like fun. I haven't opened it because I want it to be a surprise for all of us. And a friend of mine from Scotland sent me a choose your own adventure book that they had there in England, and it was wild. You needed like sheet of paper. You had like inventory items to keep track of. It looks really cool. It's almost like a role-playing game in book form. So maybe after the next Choose Your Own Adventure, we'll try to do our UK adventure book. Yeah, so that'll be fun. Random question: do you like the cartoon Bluey? I haven't seen that yet. That's the one on Disney Plus, right? My kid's been watching that. She's been enjoying it, but I haven't seen it yet. The last thing I watched on Disney Plus was the Loki series, which was it was amazing. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it was amazing. It was one of the better things on Disney Plus. So now my two favorite Disney Plus shows are Loki and Andor, which were both excellent. Yeah. And I hope the next season of Obi-Wan is going to be better than the first one. But first one just didn't grab me. It wasn't my thing. We watched the whole thing. It was cool to see. Liked seeing him again on the screen. But yeah, it didn't really grab me. Billiard ball rolling pin. Wow, that's a wild idea. Do you do YouTube full time? No, I do not. I have a full time 9 to 5. I've been there for forever. I'm a computer. I don't know what my actual title doesn't really mean anything, but I'm basically a systems administrator. I've been a computer systems administrator for as long as I can remember, and I've been at this job for like 18 years. So I work on Cisco switches and routers and Palo Alto firewalls, and I do touch servers and VMs and all that, but I'm not as good at them as I am with the physical connections. Have I seen? I'm guessing you're asking. Have I seen the Murder Bowl dice that? I can never say his name. That the dice maker made. Absolutely, I've totally seen it. I messaged him as soon as he finished that video. I think I commented in the video. I like watching him. He's funny. I sent him out some ramen too a while back. So remember the colored ramen that we did here? We made a knife handle out of it, and I made a ring out of it. I sent him some of the leftovers from that, so that might be fun. I feel like every other week is a vulnerability in the network world. Yeah, sure. Network engineer. I'll take that. I don't think I get paid enough to be called a network engineer, but yeah, it sounds like a good title. All right. Have you not done network parts in resin? No, I haven't actually. I did a bunch of cutouts on some PCB boards. Somebody sent me some PCB boards, and so I did. I was trying to focus on me and not Mario. I did a bunch of little cutouts, and that's back when I had the CNC machine. I don't have that anymore. Thank goodness. I never want another CNC machine. If anybody says that they want to send me a CNC machine, don't. I don't ever want another one. I'd much rather have a laser. But the laser doesn't cut PCB. So, yeah, that's the closest thing I've ever come to doing any sort of computer stuff in the shop. Oh, actually, you know what? That's not true either. Years ago, way back when I first started my channel, I made a clock out of an old optical disc. It's not a very good project, but yeah, These are kind of fun looking. These they're magneto-optical discs. Back when having 5.2 gigabytes, back when having 5.2 gigabytes was a big deal. Are you using a diode laser? I don't. I had a, so Xtool sent me a diode laser in March, and I used that, and it was a blast. And then, without asking me, they sent me a CO2 laser, and I can't say I don't appreciate it, because this thing's amazing. I love it. And so I gave my diode laser away to a friend who's actually doing the van life thing. And so he's actually got it with him in his van, and when he stops, he sets it up and does laser stuff at like park benches and things. He's actually making some pretty cool stuff with that. My friend Chris, I think I've mentioned him before. So this is the only laser I have in the shop right now. They're still trying to send me more lasers, which I haven't asked for. So, don't be surprised if another laser shows up. I think they want to send me out one of the little ones, which is like it's like a F1 or something like that. So I don't know. It might be kind of fun to play with as well. But the CO2 is amazing, and I love it. How about a billiard ball Newton's cradle? Oh, that's a cool idea. That would look pretty neat, especially if you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like how many? Could you do a 9? Could you do 9, or they have to be equal? Because like a 1 through 9, like a 9 ball would be kind of neat. Laser giveaway. I already gave it away, and I'm not giving this one away because I love it. Having used your new chuck in your latest project, what is your early opinion of it? It's a great chuck. It again, the thing about chucks is, woodturners have a lot of chucks, and I do. I have Nova chucks. I have a lot of them, and they're great. And the thing about chucks is that you need different jaws for them. So this one, the main advantage of it is that you can change the jaws out quickly. But this is the only set of jaws that I've got, so I've got to buy some jaws for it before I can really tell you. But it's a well-built piece of equipment, and it seems to work. It seems to work great. So I just now I need to buy some more jaws. Yeah. A non-resin project win. I mean, we've done a lot of non-resin projects. Like I said, we've done a lot of non-resin projects. We did the Star Wars clocks this year. I did the laser cut earrings. I did the prop boxes, which was in January. So yeah, I've done some non-resin projects. Do you mean just a wood project? I should just do a wood turning. I've got this gigantic log back here that I made a short on. It's funny, I made a short basically saying how heavy this log was, because it was like 60 pounds. But when I did the video, I guess people were having trouble seeing the decimal point, so it looked like I was saying I was lifting up a 500-pound log. But it's not 500 pounds. It's only 60 pounds, which it's plenty heavy. But this thing's super cool. I don't know what kind of wood it is, but I was thinking it might be a Nito platter or something. It's kind of a strange cross section. So maybe we'll try to do that. Maybe that's a good December project. Send off with some wood. Play around with another laser, do some wood. That's a pretty big log. It is. I found it on the side of the road. It's about a half a mile from my house. And I was just like, I'm taking that. And my wife, Mrs. Brown, she was just like, you can't take that. That's somebody's log. I was like, it's on the side of the road. It's my log. So I carried it for about half a mile. Yeah. So now I have to do something with it. Yeah, only 60 pounds. It's plenty heavy for me. you know, I'm getting older, so 60 pounds for half a mile was plenty heavy. Resin project with dyed feathers. I think Nick Zametti did a feather bowl that was pretty cool. I did buy some peacock feathers. If you look at the end of the last video, you'll see them sticking up in the video. So I kind of bought them for a project, but I haven't got an idea what that project is yet. Yeah, she said, my wife said, you should go and get the truck. And I said, that's what the other guy did. That's why the log's still here. I just picture some person driving up in the truck and seeing the giant log was gone. It's his own fault. He should have just carried it. All right, I think I'm going to end it. So thank you guys very much. Thanks for chilling with me. I didn't get a lot of work done, but I had a good time. So I've still got a whole lot of acrylic rods to polish. And I will catch you guys later. If I can find the end stream button. Oh, do it.